old, bro. I'm in Streamlabs right now. That's manga accurate.
It makes me feel like we're in NORAD.
What?
We gotta wait for the video transmissions. Like,
bro, that's what it was. I don't ask me, man. Fucking Streamlabs. Anyway, welcome back, everybody, to the Slice of Shonen Podcast, episode number 34. Goddamn, we are old. I am your host on the boat, Sailor, and I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to feel. I got my guys with me. Let me pull up the fucking the Discord.
He doesn't like us very much.
So what? No, I say, wait a minute. That's not at all what I was saying. What's going on, everybody? It is, wow, this is the first time I'm actually at the top of the Discord. Wow, this is me. Actually, no, that's a lie. I was on top for that 1 week too. Usually I'm a bottom. Heyo. Anyway, we have we got me. Hey, how's it going? We got Silver. We got Sky Cadet 13, still with admin privileges. The streets have to know every time. And of course, we have Zenith Annie Manga, who made this wonderful thumbnail. Great job, as always. And yeah, if you guys still aren't watching his videos, I'm gonna fly out and beat you up. So anyway, is there anything that you guys would like to say before we get started here?
Poor Jake in the chat here.
So happy that JJK is first to be talked about this week. I mean, damn, that's tough. Damn,
Jake, I want you to know I fought for it. It ain't happening, buddy.
I mean, like, do you guys want to? We usually save JJK for last.
Like, I don't mind
either. Like, it is what's basically, we did basically advertise it.
I feel like I'm letting Executioner down, bruv.
Usually talk about it last. But
that's what I'm saying, bro.
We usually talk about it last, but honestly, like, who gets stuck in patterns like that? Like, that's kind of... Like, here's the thing right now. You're on the top of the Discord list right now, and that's some bottom energy.
What the fuck?
Sailor, what kind of dictator lets himself be swayed by popular opinion?
That's also true.
Probably one that stays alive, honestly.
No. That's a president, and that's cringe. We're talking about Overlord Sailor. Not to be confused with Overboard, the series.
I felt very clever when I came up with that joke. I won't lie.
I know. I'd never heard of that.
But anyway, you know what? No, I'm sticking with it. We're talking about MHA first because I want to get this negativity out of my system.
I tried, Jake. I really tried. This is all for you, buddy.
Listen, Jake, it's not your fault. I just want to be happy by the end of this podcast and not be fucking upset. So we're going to talk about this chapter. And
solid chapter. I enjoyed it.
Hold on. Don't talk too early. Hold on. I still have to switch the OST.
Shut
because
up.
I fucking hated this shit.
Damn.
It's about that time, chat. I don't know how he did it 2 weeks in a row. Now I want to say, start off because there are a lot of weirdos out there. I've noticed that this week. I am not trying to shit on Horikoshi, the author. I don't wish any harm on this man. My man is taking a break as he fucking deserves it. Rest up, my brother. Rest up. But this chapter, chat, I don't think it was as bad as last week, but holy fuck. We start off on the first page of this chapter, and I know I exaggerate a lot, you know. Ha ha, funny YouTube man make joke, blase blah type shit. But I need you to understand the words that are coming out of my mouth right now, chat. I need you to know that I am 110% serious. This first page is fan fiction levels of horrible. This shit sucks. This nigga has a bubble? Why?
Yeah, the bubble thing was weird.
Why?
That was weird. I mean, that
the
was
bubble
weird.
was
Hey, when did he
fucking
get that?
was washed just.
haven't looked back.
Fucking washed? Did he know? Was this Edshot's secret? Was this his version of One for All? He only has a specific club of niggas that he tells, and he's like, oh, don't worry, bruv. I'll give you a bubble just in case you need to perform open heart surgery on a war field. Don't worry about it. And Edshot's like, thanks, bruv. I mean, I don't know how this bubble survived all these fucking attacks, let alone me shrinking my body so much and zipping around. But apparently, but apparently, he can just fucking do this. This idiot, he could have at least gave him a big bubble, chat. He gave him this little ass, tiny ass bubble, and that's apparently supposed to disinfect the whole body. Fucking okay, right? Let me load up this chapter because there's a lot I gotta say. So the bubble shit, fucking stupid. I don't know how still he's going to make up for this lost blood. I don't know how he's gonna do that. That shit's fucking weird. Whatever, right? The Mirko stuff, I'm in a weird place because, God, I love Mirko. But even I feel like the dick sucking's crazy here. But whatever, we'll get into that discourse later because I know my niggas are gonna have something else to say about it, and that's fine. Like I said, that's not really a part that really irritates me too much. We move past that, right? Because at least, you know what? Even if the Mirko shit made no sense, at least it was fucking cool. Mirko looks so fucking cool here, so that's okay. You know what? I can cope with that because Mirko's a baddie and Mirko was doing a bunch of crazy shit. That's cool. What I can't cope with is for some reason, Shigaraki, Shiggy all for one Shiggy, however you want to look at this nigga, for some reason, he is afraid of this itty bitty ass child named Bakugo. Why? He is afraid of a nigga who he one-shotted the second after this happened. Now, I know some of you may be saying, well, Sailor, you have to think. Maybe it wasn't Bakugo specifically, right? Maybe he reminded him of the second user. And maybe that's who was inspiring this fear. And I say, okay, that's fair. Okay. I have a question. Why the fuck is he afraid of the second user? Because to our knowledge, the second user did not die of old age like some of the others. No. Which means by default, this nigga got clapped. So why is he afraid? Why is he afraid of a nigga who he beat? Why? That's what I want to know. I just don't understand it, bruv. I mean, literally, right? You could say, oh, but he got a big power up. He got a big power up, guys. And that's the reason why he was afraid. And I'd say, okay. Yeah, okay. But I have to question, chat. How is it that Shigaraki had a fucking laser pointed at his dome piece, fired at him, and this nigga scoffed at it? But all of the sudden, he's afraid of this itty bitty ass nigga named Bakugo? This nigga Bakugo launched this crazy ass attack, and then all of the sudden, he catches him out of midair and he's just like, oh, okay, that attack was cool. I'ma murk your stupid ass now. But all of the sudden, he's afraid of Bakugo because he has more explosions? How? This nigga laughed at... I want you to think back, chat. Think back to the Stars and Stripes fight, where this nigga, he looked up and saw a giant stand of Stars and Stripes bring down the fucking lightning bolt like she was Zeus. Fucking impale this nigga. God damn, that was sick. And you want to know what he did? He popped up out of that bitch and he was laughing. And he said, surely she must know that that's not going to kill me. Surely. But for some reason, Bakugo, who sweats little bitty explosions, all of the sudden, whoa, shiver me timbers, quaking in my boots, lad. All of the sudden, the symbol of fear. Lips is quivering. I can't do anything about this. So then all of the sudden, on top of this is some shit that I just thought of. Shigaraki, who literally flooded the battlefield with hands earlier, he all of the sudden doesn't think, maybe I should do that again. You know, I'm terrified of this itty bitty nigga named Bakugo. Okay. All right. I think that's fucking dumb, but okay. Whatever, Horikoshi, I'll roll with you. Shigaraki thinks, I'm afraid of this little nigga. I want to kill this little nigga. Okay, I was stopped my first time. Okay. So why don't I just flood the battlefield with hands and stop them from performing open heart surgery? I mean, I've done it multiple times. I just can't think why I wouldn't do that. That's so strange. Instead, I'm going to think about how I'm scared of this child. And Mirko's hits, they're doing damage. It's just so fucking ridiculous, bruv. I can't believe this shit. Now, I will say, the end of this chapter, mwah, delicious. Oh, such good food. Itadakimasu, Horikoshi-sama. Great. I loved that. But man, leading up to this moment was fucking ridiculous. And everybody I know is gonna talk to me about, but the theme, Sailor, and I just don't you know what, actually, chat? I do get it. Cause you know what? This was thematically relevant. Cause when I thought Horikoshi could not make things any worse, he somehow goes even further beyond and does it. Plus fucking Ultra. Ugh. So I'm done. I will turn the pack watch music off because I'm sure we have more positive things to say about this chapter. Like I said, end of this chapter. Mwah! Itadakimasu! Horikoshi-sama! It was great. But I just had to rant about that a little bit there because, God, I think, you know what? To close out this little rant section, I think I'm just not even going to think too hard about MHA anymore. I think I'm just going to enjoy it. I think that's the best way that I could go about it, at least for these couple of chapters. I think I'm just going to roll with whatever Horikoshi's doing because fucking whatever. Anything can happen at this point. Anyway, I'm passing it off to mi hombres. What did you people have to say about the chapter?
Okay. That was
let's see.
All right. I would like to preface that Sailor, I love you. You know, love your videos, love your analyses on shit. That was like 70% shit that like what the fuck. That was
I don't know.
You lost me. You fucking lost me, man.
Sure, go ahead. Where did I lose you? Go ahead.
Fuck. Where do I start? It's like
okay. How about we just go about this bit by bit? So first page, the bubble is weird.
First page, the bubble's stupid. I think that's the biggest. That's the dumbest thing in the chapter. From. Like easily, it's just to justify the sterilization. Like okay. Yeah, whatever. Dumb.
So, basically, the whole thing with Edgeshot is I've pretty much just already accepted it. I've just moved on with my life already. It sucks.
Yeah, I've pretty much moved on.
At this point, it's already happened, and not much else we can do.
I'm happy we're getting a more in-depth explanation of how it's working. That's, and as far as silly things getting explained, this is the best possible way it can be explained. I'm happy that Edgeshot is, it's confirming that this is killing him. So that's cool.
I mean, for now. Until
All right, well then you're just
defuses the
looking
two
for
of
shit
them.
to be mad at. Like you're just making
Hey,
shit up to be mad at.
Hey,
Like I don't know what you want
I think
from me
it's
here.
very important. I think it's very important to think about that possibility. I mean, like I said, I've gotten to a point where I'm just gonna accept it. So I'm not gonna hate it. It's not like I'm looking for shit to be mad at. But I think it's very important. I think it's very important to think about that as a possibility, bruv.
You're totally gonna hate it. What do you mean?
Yeah,
No,
you
I'm
are.
not. I'm gonna be past that
You
because
definitely
I've
are.
already accepted it. I've literally already accepted it. I laughed it off last week when Ty brought it up. I'm not gonna be like, ooh, when it happens.
See,
I'm
that's part of the
fine.
thing,
Like,
last week,
Yeah, now
it
see,
was
when you
like,
say that, I have a hard time believing you.
you can hold me to my word, and if that happens and I get mad at it, you can call me a fraud. But I promise you, I'm not gonna hate it when it happens. I'm just gonna nod my head and be like, whatever, that's fine.
I mean, I'll hate it when it happens. I will, because that'd be stupid. But I'm not gonna
I
like
mean, that's fine. Yeah, that's.
expect it. Like,
I mean, that's fine. Like I said, that's where I'm coming from. I've accepted it. I've got all my anger out. So, hey, I'm saying, hey, just keep that in the back of your mind because it could happen. That's all. But anyway, what were you saying? Continue.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just as far as the whole Baku coming back, it's the best possible explanation we're getting. The bubble thing's stupid. I'm happy Ed shuts. Like, that's getting explained regardless of the actual thing happening. Yeah,
Right,
it's needed for this to make any fucking sense. Cool. Moving on.
Right.
The stuff with Mirko, really fucking cool. Like, just playing.
Yeah, okay, so here's the
Also
thing.
the
I
badass.
fucking love Mira's whole moment where he just comes in and covers the eyes, because, like,
Yeah, that was
since
cool.
he was introduced, I was just like, he should just do that. Like, that's such a thing he can just do. No consequences. So I'm just happy that that's happening, because I don't know. It's such a little interaction that he's always been able to do that I'm happy to see in the story,
Yeah.
actually. Mirko's just fucking awesome. She's just so fucking cool. And it's like, yeah, she never outright confronts him head on. Like the moment he turns his attention to her, she loses an arm.
her other arm.
Yeah. By the way, that is such a like he doesn't tear it off or anything. There's this weird fucking mouth within the hand structure, and it bites it off. That's so sick. It's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shigaraki is
Right.
not struggling, Jake. Like, he really isn't.
Yeah, no. Shigaraki is
hasn't-
something I wanted to bring up. Because, like, I feel
he
like
just
in
isn't.
the case of this chapter, or I feel like I'm kind of in the opposite state as you, Sailor. Like, for me, I was fine with the beginning part, but it's the end part that really has me weirded out. Because, like, honestly, I'm
Really?
just not gonna
Wow.
look
Yeah.
at that guy.
I'm
Well,
actually
yeah, you're not
surprised by that.
supposed to understand it completely. Like, I don't.
So, are you
Like-
talking about like the end where he's like spawning the family members and the one grandma who avoided him on the street? You talking about that?
Well, yeah, there's that part for sure. That's definitely
okay.
a major part.
What's the other part?
Yeah.
though?
What's the other?
Yeah,
part then?
that's the whole part. Like, that's the scene.
Okay, well, then, yeah, I guess that's it.
Are you talking about
Just kind of weird.
the part where he's thinking about like how they're like trying so hard to help Bakugo and no one helped him?
No.
Okay, cool.
Although that scene does actually make a lot more sense now.
Yeah,
In retrospect.
Okay. I think
mean,
it's
I guess I'm
cool.
just
I've
curious.
just accepted it as like I play video games a lot, and so does Shiggy. So I've just accepted it as we're at the point where the boss starts spawning lesser enemies to distract you. So
I like the idea because at the very end, like right before that all happens, there's a panel where he's like, the more my body adapts to the legion of stockpiled quirks, yada, 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 my body is searching, groping around for its ideal form. And like,
Right.
this is like, the ideal form is the people that, like, part of that is the people that didn't help him. And they're
His
here for
ideal
him
form.
now.
Yeah, his ideal form is somebody that would be helped.
I
Which is
thought of it
interesting.
as a very on the nose symbolism, as these people shaped him to be who he is.
Well, they definitely did, but I think it's
Yeah.
the fact that like he's reaching out for like in this moment where he does like want help. The fact that he's thinking about the people who didn't help him, which shaped him to be who he is, as the ones to help him, instead of just like random fucking nomus.
Yeah,
that's
fair.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I was about to say, I said everything I wanted to say about the chapter. Y'all can
Yeah.
talk.
I think it's very overblown, like the level of fear you're kind of portraying him as having, because it's like he's not like terrified. He's not just oh my god, what's happening?
Yeah, no,
Like,
no,
he just-
that was
he
definitely
just-
overblown.
He panicked a little. Like he just panicked a little because in
Well,
that
yeah,
moment when Bago
I
came
think
at
it's
him,
obvious that he's not genuinely pissing himself. But
Yeah,
I think
I know,
the
but,
concept
like,
of him being
the whole
afraid in
deal
the first
with-
place is stupid.
I disagree because look, the whole thing with like All for One, and this is the part of All for Ones. Like when we're talking about the second user, with all the part that reminded him of the second user, like that's All for One's psyche coming into play there. And as far as All for One is concerned, the only people who have any chance against him are the people with One for All. Like they're the special chosen ones in his mind. And so any reminder of them is like that's a reminder to him of a potential threat. Even if he took care of
Yeah.
it, it's like he fucking severely wounded All Might, and they both took heavy damage in that fight, and that traumatized him.
So the guy that All for One's been looking for this entire war, the One for All user, he's all of a sudden afraid of seeing someone like him.
Well, no, he's not
I
afraid.
guess. Or well,
He's
no,
still,
no, no, not
what?
like that.
No, that's such a misrepresentation of my point.
I want to understand what
Sorry.
you're saying, so please break it down.
It's like, yeah, like he knows he has to like defeat Deku. Like that's something he
Right.
knows he has to do. That doesn't mean he isn't like a little precautious. Like he isn't like
So
yeah,
in
I
this
need to kill him,
entire
so I
war
totally
arc where
can.
he's not been precautious at all, and that's gonna play
He
a big
has
part in
been.
his downfall. When has he
What are
been
you talking
precautious?
about?
When has he been precautious?
By having a spy, by having the fucking time drug, by having fucking
No, because
1
listen,
trillion
listen. Because All for One was saying, oh, well, even if they get found out, I don't care. Whatever. The traitor gets found out, whatever. I don't care.
Yeah, because he.
Oh,
has
the plan has
contingency.
gone to shit. Oh, well, Izuku's right in front of me, so I'm just gonna fight him. Fuck it. So that's
Exactly,
what I
but
mean. Like,
Yeah,
he's
he
not
had a
being
fucking
very.
legion of villains aside him, like when that happened, and then things started going awry. It's like, okay, well, I gotta do all this. Like the real All for One is straight up just like he had to
You
use
can
like
be
a
fearful
big
and
contingency that
overconfident.
risked his life. Yeah, like he can be confident and still be like, I gotta be a little careful. Like it's. Like those aren't mutually exclusive concepts.
Well, I'm not. I'm just saying it's the fact that I feel like All for One, like how he has plans on plans on plans, and this is the first arc where he's been like, oh, well, this plan didn't go well. Fuck it. I don't need it to go well. I can just go attack him.
That's his other plan.
I feel like
Like,
that's
it's-
so
he
weird
needs to
for
do
All
that.
for One. All right. Sure.
If he
I feel
doesn't,
like that's
he-
very
in
strange.
his mind,
Plan. Yeah,
he
at the end of the
loses.
day, the plan is to beat Deku. Obviously, he would love to do it, 1 million on one.
No,
but if
I
it's
mean,
1-on-1, he'll
like,
still do it.
Here's the thing, right? Because when he had the whole thing, and this is what I mean when All for One is just like, it seems very strange for him to just like say fuck it here, because Aoyama, he was saying all beforehand like, oh, Aoyama can't lie to me, like that's impossible, that doesn't make any sense, like it's literally impossible, I'd be able to tell in an instant. Aoyama lied to him and it didn't work, his quirk didn't work. He was like, how, this doesn't make any sense, how was he able to do it? Oh well, fuck it, I don't care. That's why I was saying like, oh, I feel like All
Because
for
he's
One in the
confident.
past, I'm saying that All for One in the past probably would have thought a little bit more about that, wouldn't he? Like, I feel like that's
imagine
very
he can be
strange.
He can be very overconfident since he has the, since he had the fucking, the one drug. I don't know what we're supposed to call it.
I'd
Yeah,
say
just-
it's
like
the
one of
bullet.
those-
I'd say it's just
Yeah.
the bullet. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like in that situation, like literally even at the point where it got to before they got split up, where it's like, it's all the villains and all the heroes in one spot, that is literally such a perfect situation for him, because all he has to do is use the bullet and then take literally every hero's quirk, because every hero is there.
Wait, you're talking about before they get split up?
Yeah, before they get split up, it's like he wouldn't be worried in that situation.
Well, why
Because
didn't
he
he
still
do
knows-
that then?
Because then they got split up.
I'm saying, but why
Because-
didn't he just pop the bullet and then just take everything?
Because
Because
it's
that
gonna
kills
kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he
He
already
did
said
that.
that this body doesn't matter. He's already entrusting
Yeah.
everything to Shigaraki, so why
Yeah,
didn't
but
he
he's
just do
gotta
that?
use it strategically. He's not an
It
idiot.
doesn't like. Here's the thing.
How
he
is that
can be
not an
accepting-
instant win? He's right in front of the user for one
Because
for
they would
all.
have been split up. 'Cause
No.
he's cautious.
He
Like, here's
lit-
the way that the way that All for One is portrayed in this arc, it has been that like he is taking a risk. He doesn't want to use the bullet. He's doing it because he thinks it's necessary.
Sailor,
Well,
literally,
why? He
what
said the
happens-
body was
Sailor,
destined for the scrap heap anyway, so what does it matter?
Sailor,
He still
literally
wants
what
to
happens-
live.
what happens
He's
in that
going to live through
situation-
Shigaraki, though. That's what I'm saying. That's why he spent all this time fusing them together.
That situation you're describing where he immediately uses the bullet and then tries to body everyone immediately, what happens in that situation is that then he gets warped away somewhere else where there's no people and he just fucking dies. Yes,
No,
he didn't know that.
doesn't. He moves
Yes, he
faster than
does.
so many. He moves faster than literally everyone there, besides maybe Izuku.
So if he gets teleported to fucking like, here's the thing, he does it. He gets teleported away. He's like, oh shit, I gotta go back. He goes back.
Well,
he gets
here's the
teleported
thing.
fucking away again.
The whole thing relied on him being like pushed back. All for One in his prime is not being pushed back by a bunch of these jabronis. He's just not. Like a guy who's on par with prime All Might is not being pushed back by all these dudes.
Wait, what? Hold on. I'm just looking in the chat and I'm just seeing like
What's going on? What's up?
I don't know. It's like one thing. Why doesn't All for One blow up Aoyama? That's not how that works.
I think it's he's talking about the same thing with Lady Nagan about how
I know
Yeah,
he
he
is.
doesn't
That's
have
not
to
how that
fucking
works.
it.
He has to plant the explosion, whatever quirk allows him to do that. He has to like plant it.
And they checked that he
Right.
didn't have it.
Yeah,
Right,
he
right,
doesn't
right, yeah.
have it. Like,
Yeah.
that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I agree. I
Okay,
agree,
so
Ishii.
another thing I'm seeing is why didn't All for One belittle Deku in the last war? So the thing that has to be understood is that like the All for One that is inside Shigaraki and the All for One that is like in the original All for One body, they are the same,
but slightly
person?
different.
but they do have differences because they've had differing experiences. Like the one that is in the original body is obsessed with Deku because like he's the one that's been in prison just fucking thinking about him like
Hey,
Deku, I'm gonna get him.
yo.
Where it's like I'm gonna fucking get him. That's basically like that for like months at a time.
Yeah.
And the one in the Shigaraki, when the one in Shigaraki's body has been like having different experiences. He's been in a fucking, that quirk factor has been in a fucking test tube until he got in Shigaraki's body.
Hey, yo.
Oh my god, I don't know how to word this cleanly, man. I'm gonna get fucking
No, you're
caught no
fine.
matter what.
You're fine.
right?
Keep going. Keep going.
There a lot of differences in their behavior are accounted by that slight difference. Like the fact that like OG All for One is just fucking with Deku like throughout all of this. And just he's being more of a shit talker to everyone. Whereas it's like the one in Shigaraki is just kind of trying to get shit done, but he's having issues. I think a big part of this, like this particular war in terms of All for One's character, is that we're starting to see his vulnerability, which is something that has only been shown in brief instances. Like the first time we see that would be in Kamino when he talks about like how he was basically traumatized by All Might's fight.
Mhm.
He's like, yeah, I still see you coming at me with your guts all out and shit.
Hey, yeah, no, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
And in this, we're starting to see where it's like, yeah, he gets scared of shit. Like, he is afraid of losing his chance at rule. And that's why we have the whole deal with OG All For One basically being like, yeah, we all gotta put it on the line. Like, you're not the only ones who are making sacrificial plays or taking risks. Like, we're all basically going for our dreams here. And he's taking those risks. Like, yeah, his body is destined for the scrap heap anyway. Even if you're aware of that, you wouldn't want to die.
Well, I'd probably be a lot more inclined to do a big play like that if I knew I had a backup save file.
And now you're
I
done.
feel like that breaches into existentialisms that we're not that we're not equipped to discuss in a fucking anime podcast.
Bro, what do you mean? I think this is very on topic. I think that I don't even know how to spell that word, but I think I'm very equipped to talk about the topic.
It's like, it's kind of
Really
like, you know, like All Might doesn't want to die. Like, oh yeah, but like Deku lives on with his will and everything. It's like, yeah, but he doesn't want to die.
Well, that's different from living on in spirit and then like literally like I'm in your walls, I'm in your walls, I'm in your walls.
Yeah,
type
but they
shit.
are different. Those are different All For Ones. We literally just talked about that.
Yeah, I know. It's just like wait a minute. Hold on. Let me go back and read the chapter. I'm not doubting what you said, Sky. They are absolutely different All For Ones.
Yeah.
Let me go back and look at stuff because I feel like he brought up like he doesn't mind leaving shit to him. I could be totally wrong though. I gotta go on manga.
He does say that, but it is like, you know, it's in the same way that like if All Might died, he wouldn't be like.
You would be like, oh my god.
He's not
just wanna
leaving
live.
with like, yeah. My dream will live on as I pass the baton on to Shigaraki, but it's like, yeah, I think it's not. He's not completely self-sacrificial, where that would be the first thing that he does. It's literally because he's about to die, so it's like, oh well, fuck it. I might as well.
So I'm just trying to. Okay, so I'm trying to understand here. So Shigaraki, or rather, so All For One. So even though he knows he's like, I'm gonna die anyway, it's just like I don't want to die, and things of that nature. Is that what that's what we're saying, right? I'm just trying to understand it.
He can,
Yeah, because he wasn't going to use the bullet unless he had to. Like,
yeah, and Endeavor was gonna kill him.
Well, yeah. I'm just confused as to like why he still didn't just do it though. I mean, like before they got teleported. I don't know.
I don't think he thought he needed to.
I mean,
as far
yeah, but
as
that goes
he
into him
thought-
like having an ego and him not taking shit seriously, which is what I brought up earlier.
Exactly. He didn't think that they needed to do it.
I don't understand with this argument that like he knew he was gonna die. He's lived a long life already and all that shit. So why shouldn't he just shorten his life more?
No, because what I'm
Well,
saying
like,
is
this
that
is all consistent. I don't know what is.
Like I don't understand the
I'm
issue.
I'm trying to understand it. That's why I'm like just trying.
Well, no,
to...
I'm also just seeing shit in the chat where it's like
Oh.
that's also just So I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm like
No,
accumulating.
you're fine. Like
all
I'm just
that.
trying to like I'm trying to figure it out, like to truly
Like,
understand.
All
'Cause,
For
like,
One is confident that with the forces he has, he can just beat the heroes, which is arguably true. So he shows up, and then they have to do this whole entire convoluted plan in order to get them to split up. It's like, he showed up to a fight that he thought he was going to win.
right.
He showed
and
up to a
shit went
fight
south from there.
with all of his forces, and it was just Aoyama and Deku. And then all of a sudden, all the heroes are there, and they get split up.
Right.
Every second is just like, oh, that's a new thing. What the fuck? And now I'm here. All right, I'm on fire. This is not great.
And it's like, in terms of like the
But
fight with Endeavor,
obviously,
he doesn't pop the
simplifying.
bullet. He doesn't pop the bullet immediately, because if we go back to video games, it's like if you had an item that immediately restored all of your health and also made you way stronger, it's like, well, fuck it, you might as well wait until you're almost dead to use it.
Yeah, that's very true. I don't know. I can't shake this feeling of I think this is really weird because like even when he got teleported off, it's not like he was like slightly panicked at all. He wasn't
very
panicked in control.
He still thought he's like, yeah, my forces are better. He, as far as he was concerned, he was dealing with, Endeavor, someone who was always just All Might's second best.
Right.
And so in his mind, it's like, wow, I'm gonna fuck this guy up.
Yeah.
As far as he's concerned, these are all just C-listers.
The only reason why they were able to push him that far is because Jiro and Tokuyami, people he did not expect. Well, it's like All For One's never like, panicking. He never shows that because once again, he's got plans on plans. He knows that even if they like beat him in that moment, he has the bullet. But it's like definitely, I think it's reasonable to say that he's like, oh shit, I didn't expect, these teenagers to actually like help in this fight.
Right. And like I remember bringing that up earlier, where it was like he's kind of like underestimating a lot here. And
yeah, he's confident.
Well, yeah, that's what I was saying earlier, though.
Well, then what's the argument?
I don't get it.
No, what I was saying earlier was about how he was
evolved past its point.
I'm not arguing anymore. I'm just trying to understand you guys. So what I mentioned earlier was about how he was underestimating everybody, and I was told no, he's not.
But were you?
Yes, that's why I'm confused.
When was this? I don't.
Yeah,
it was a couple of minutes ago.
What?
All right, we're just gonna move on.
No! Don't make us look like the idiots. I don't get it.
No.
Because I was bringing up earlier. I'm not crazy, right, chat? Like, if I'm crazy, let me know.
What were you bringing up?
Yeah,
because I was bringing up how All For One was underestimating a lot of people here, and I was just told no. Am I like, if I'm crazy, chat, or if anybody remembers, let me know.
If you thought at some point that we were saying that, then no, that was not either of our points.
Because the Rolex is staying, I'm not sure. But yeah, that's why I was like struggling to understand where you guys were coming from, because I was like, well, yeah, I said All For One was underestimating people. What? Like,
okay, then yeah.
Okay.
Then we were literally arguing the same point.
Yeah, I think it's
I guess.
I think it's just like small shit, because I think we all like understand the bigger stuff. I think it's just I guess a matter of perspective on smaller things that is just like we don't see eye to eye on this type shit. I think that's all it is, really, and that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
I feel that.
Yeah, that's okay. It's not like we have to be a fucking hive mind all the time. I mean,
I think
you guys can come back when you want to be right. That's okay. I'll let you journey off on your own. No, I'm kidding. What were you saying, Xena?
I think a big thing this sort of just reminds me of is it's not to the same degree, because these are different. It's very different contexts, but it kind of reminds me of Bleach with no,
don't say that around Sky.
Of Aizen's fight with Ichigo, where it's like slowly like Aizen just sort of cracking as like different things stop working out for him, or like all his like approaches stop working, and he just like he starts panicking. It's not to the same degree, because like Shigaraki is not in nearly as bad a situation. Yeah. But it's just those little things like he's just kind of panicking a little bit when little things aren't going his way. It's like, as far as he was concerned, he has the perfect body that is capable of just overwhelming everything in his way. And then all of a sudden, Bakugo came at him with an attack he just did not see, and he felt that tiny bit of pain from it. Like, it was just for this brief second, he was overwhelmed, and it reminded him of one of the few people that he considers one of the chosen ones, and he's just that slight bit of adrenaline coming through, like, what the fuck?
I think it would be I think it would be better if he just like he was surprised that he got hit by Bakugo, and because like I don't like it how he reminded him of like more special people. I think it's better if it's sort of like what happened with Endeavor, where he wasn't expecting much from him because he just thought he was like a C-lister, like you said, and then a C-lister did a bunch of damage. I like it like that rather than him panicking and being like, oh, he reminded me of the second user who I more than likely killed, and that's why I was scared.
I definitely think a part of our disagreement on that front is just we're coming at it from different angles because we don't know what the fuck happened to
that's very true.
We
that's very
have
true.
not seen what happened, and we're both making different assumptions maybe, or have different ideas of how that went down.
Well, I think
my way of
that
the situation is that maybe it has something less to do with the second user or himself and more of those quirk could be. I don't know. Oh, maybe it's like a flashback or of a distant memory. I don't know. I
figure it should be more so about his quirk because Izuku hasn't used it yet, and there has been a little bit of hype around it.
It's some kind of gun shit.
Yeah.
But it's apparently very like there's this statement where he's like, because of One for All like powering it up, it's evolved into a very unique kind of quirk. I have no idea what that fucking means.
I think it's I have no idea. This motherfucker is just like a cannon on. But then again, we saw like fucking what's his name, fucking Sun Eater launch a big ass laser at him. He's like, whatever, fuck you. So
it's one of
like,
those things where we are just so in the dark with everything to do with the second user.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
I think if it is one of those things where it's like, he killed him, I think it would be really cool if, like, until All Might, the second user was the closest to just making him lose. I think that would be cool,
I think that's what it's gonna be. Yeah. Well, I think it's gonna be a situation like that.
I think the thing about it is the fact that like it's like you mentioned how it's like, oh, Endeavor's a C-lister who did this much damage to him. All for One doesn't respect Endeavor. I don't think even until the end he was even like now he's never been afraid of Endeavor. Part of that's because he knows that Endeavor's very like easy to emotionally manipulate. Mm-hmm. Well, he's not because Endeavor's keeping his cool, but he, All for One could be like, oh man, that hurt a lot. I bet it would hurt more if I was your wife. But like it's the same thing where like All for One sees most of the people he's fighting as C-listers, and in that brief moment Bakugo like you said, he was comparable to a One for All user, these people that he does actually consider a threat, and he's not a One for All user. So it's that moment of like, well shit, wait a minute, I thought I only had to deal with one of these people. One of these kinds of people.
I was saying, it's not like a logical like fear he's experiencing where he's thinking it all out, like what the hell, that doesn't make it's just this little bit of panic, just a little bit, because for that brief instance it reminded him of that and it overwhelmed him a little bit. Like I said, I'm not trying to make a big deal of it, it's just this tiny panic. That's I keep saying that, but that's my main point. Okay.
You know what? I don't agree.
That's fair.
No, but I think it will be one of those things that get better when we have it could be better or worse whenever we see next chapter.
It's not even just next chapter. It's one of those things where it's like, I feel like we just need context for the second user.
Yeah, I feel like that's what I'm thinking. Maybe we'll get it to the second chapter because like, other than the second user, I genuinely can't see, like, I mean, like, I'd prefer if it was just Bakugo and, like, him being, like, him just doing damage and him just being like, oh, whoa, this C-lister did damage on me. Like, I'd prefer if it was like that. rather than, oh, it reminded me of this guy. But if it is like you guys are talking about, then I imagine we have to get some level of backstory, right? Or at least not even backstory, but like even
I
like
just don't know when.
Yeah, like even like a little bit of a, because we know
I think
in
it's
this
going
war,
to be
flashback
whenever
panels have been a thing.
It's whenever Deku uses the quirk.
And that's not going to be
Really?
It's
I
going-
think it'll be a little before that. I don't think we'll like see what his quirk is. I think we'll like see some more of the second user, and then we'll see his quirk with Izuku.
I'm getting a vision from the future.
Oh,
It's going to be whenever Deku's in the fight.
right.
And the chat, it's like, all right, you know, a chapter ends with him like, you know, like second user's quirk done. That's where the chapter ends.
Glock.
Then next chapter starts essentially with the backstory for the second user, and it's just like talking about like him, his life, and then the chapter ends with Deku using it. It's like fucking Final Flash.
That's
Yeah, I can
probably
see
what it's
something
gonna
like that
be.
happening.
Yeah, that's
But-
probably what it's gonna be, because that's something that happened along similar lines. It wasn't the exact same, but that's what happened with Float. So I could see it being the same way there. I don't know.
We'll see.
I just hope
I'll-
it's better. Like I said, I was
We are
not
just
the
in the
biggest
dark right
fan of this chapter. But if this is where we're going, okay, that's fine. I've just accepted it. I want more information. Is all I can really ask for, because like we've said, we don't know really anything right now. So, whatever. I've gotten all of my anger out. It's just whatever happens type shit. So like, anyway.
Yeah, I don't even know where we're going next chapter. It's one of those things where it's like, I want to see what goes on with Shigaraki. I really want to go back to All for One. I want to see what's going on with
I
him.
think
It's
we'll
so
probably
fun.
see a little bit of All for One, or I think we'll see a little bit of what happens in like a different area, and then we'll cut back to Shigaraki. That's what I'm thinking. Well, maybe we'll see more of Dabi. I mean, fuck, for some reason we are not seeing any of Toga and Ochako, so I doubt it's that.
Yeah, what is he getting
Yeah,
back from us on that?
I-
It's so
I don't know.
weird.
I have no
I think we would
idea.
have gone over to that one by now.
Yeah, I
mean, we've
genuinely
gone
have
back
no
and forth
idea.
between everything else.
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, who knows? Maybe the clones here are a symbol of what's going to happen next chapter with fucking Toga and her using twice his quirk. I don't know. Like, I genuinely don't know. Like I said, I thought we would have cut back there before, but
Right before this, anything to do with Shigaraki.
shit. Think it'll cut to Uraraka. I'm willing to bet, Jake. Probably not.
Yeah, I doubt it.
I'm willing to just bet. Probably not. No.
Yeah, no, we're probably not gonna see him for a while.
Yeah, it's probably going to be an all Shiggy chapter, or like I said, we'll cut to another landscape for a little bit. Maybe we'll cut to All for One to see what the fuck he's up to, or maybe it'll stay all Shigaraki until the very end, and then we'll cut somewhere. But I don't think it'll be Toga and Ochako.
Actually, I'm gonna make a prediction here.
Okay.
Because I think one thing that I really like about this arc in MHA right now is I think it's structured in a really cool way, where it's going through these different initial battles, and every time there's a seeming conclusion, we do this thing where it shows us what's going on all across the board. And then at several places where it looks like it's going well, and then no, it goes to shit. And now we're getting to a point where it's like, the reason I think we're not getting shown the Toga fight is because that doesn't fit into that structure that Horikoshi's been using for the arc so far. And I think that that's going to be like, I think the Toga situation might be the first outright victory. And that's why it hasn't been shown yet.
That's true. It could be something like that. I mean, we haven't seen like Aoyama and Fat Gum.
Yeah, like
fucking
he's
Auto
keeping a
brought up
lot in the
Shoji
dark.
versus Spinner. Yeah, Kirishima and Mina versus Midnight's Killer. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff we haven't seen yet. And I imagine this gets wrapped up before like the bigger fights get wrapped up. So like that makes
Exactly.
sense. Yeah.
So I think the reason we're not being shown all that just yet is because it's like those are fights that aren't going to be like losses, and he wants to show things get worse before they get better.
Okay. Let me turn that down a little bit. Hold on.
We'll see. Now we're just going on about the arc though, and like that's less relevant to the chapter, so we can move on.
I feel like at this point, I'm ready to move on.
That sounds good to me. Let's talk
Hear
about
that Silver's moving on.
Let's talk about real shonen again. Let's talk about Black Clover.
I like this chapter quite a bit.
This chapter.
I like this chapter quite a bit.
Like, I think I think the biggest point I liked about this chapter is just like the way the expressions were drawn. Like I mentioned this before when we were talking earlier, or about just the day before, but like the way they capture or like the expression of the mood of the room itself. Like I like this whole sense of defeat, solemnness. It's just a lot of anger. Like all of that is captured very fucking well.
I like
I forgot the way the girls were drawn. Like, goddamn.
They just look so depressed.
It's really good, genuinely. It's like a super, it's a unique way. Not unique. No, yeah, I would say it's uniquely, like, they're just, like, tired and haggard. It's not, like, weeping. I think that's really good. But just, like, it's like, oh my god.
Yeah, so, like, I mean, just for the art alone in this chapter, very good.
I like Rill being like, wow, I can't believe he's gone. And they're like, what the fuck is wrong with you? But it's very fitting because, like he says, like, you know, a lot of people like laugh to try and cope with shit. So I thought that was very funny. I've just been like, isn't this funny, guys? Please laugh, please, somebody.
Yeah, then you just got Yami in the corner. And it's like, he is pissed, like pissed.
Yeah, pissed. Yami smoking that Asta pack. He's getting on it early.
Mm-hmm.
You kidding me? I mean, the ashtray, he's been on this shit for a while.
Yeah, he's smoking that pack, brother. But yeah, I thought this chapter was really good. It was nice to have a chapter to sort of just sit like this. I'm happy we didn't just immediately jump into Asta in this new area, wherever he's at, new country, something like that. I'm happy we just had some time to really like process what's going on alongside of the other characters and the fact that they've essentially lost the Wizard King and a very good friend of theirs in Asta. It was very nice to just have everyone just settle down for a bit and talk about things, especially Yuno's reaction and him thinking about it.
Bro, this is the most backhanded compliment, and I'm aware of that. This is the first time I've given a shit about Yuno, and I'm
no
genuinely
way,
interested.
Bruv. You didn't care about him during the Spade?
Yeah, I mean, Yunon's a good character. I'm happy he had a fight that was that good.
Damn,
Yunon had a really interesting wall to fight again.
Bruh! Y'all not gonna do my nigga Yuno like that. He was the best part of the Spade arc, bruv. Y'all not gonna do my boy.
You're correct.
I love the whole part where his
now I say, hold on,
he
Sky.
was right.
Damn, bro. I've been fucking with Yuno a lot since the Spade. I ain't gonna count.
I feel like Yuno's struggle was kind of superficial because he basically struggled and he basically struggled in the fight, dealt with the death of characters we barely fucking know, and then he gets a power up and wins. Whereas it's like with Xenon's just a good fucking character. His motivation makes complete sense for why he is the way he is.
Damn,
and he just has some really nice moments. Here, though, Yuno's struggle here, though, feels very tangible. Because as far as he's aware, Asta's dead. That's a character we all care about, and that's his rival. Their rivalry has been good because of its positive nature and how they are just genuine friends. But beyond that, they're brothers, yeah. Beyond that, though, there hasn't been a lot going on with it aside from the playful banter. Here, though, it feels like that rivalry is coming into play again, like affecting their characters in an interesting way. Like I'm genuinely interested in in taking up the stage here, because I think the way it's being executed now is really cool.
Yeah, no, I like.
And
it
yeah,
too,
like I
because
said,
especially-
backhanded compliment. I'm fully fucking aware.
God damn, bro. You know,
I mean,
when Spade was hot, that nigga was the shit. I don't care what nobody says.
Yeah, he's
Anyway,
shit.
what were you saying?
I
Shut
like-
your bitch
I
ass
really
up,
like
Sky. So I'm sorry, Silver. Go ahead.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, I especially like the way that rivalries come into play, because especially with his line he has before, like, always saying, like, he felt like Asta was the one who was always ahead of him.
Yeah, that's a good fucking moment. I love that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm happy y'all finally know he's a good character. That's good.
I'm happy.
well,
Finally
Anyway,
became a good character. That's good.
That's
Yeah, I mean, it's a
fucked
solid
up,
moment.
bro. Damn, that's fucked up. Y'all gonna put some respect on my nigga, bro. And I'm gonna be there. I'll
I
be
mean,
like,
we're doing
yeah,
it now.
I was here from the very start of the Spade Kingdom. I was here from the very start. Yup. That's my guy right there. And everyone's gonna be like, wow, Sailor, you were right, and you're super handsome and smart, and we should listen to you more. And I'd be like, hey,
Yeah,
That's
you
just
were
how I
just staying in the shittiest home, then someone decided to clean it up, and you're like, I was right. I was right. This
Bruv,
place was great. Y'all are finally on it. I
Nah, bruv. This house, I cleaned it up. I
Okay.
preached the gospels. I
I
spoke
don't know
the
about that.
sermons,
It's just-
bruv.
I mean, don't get
I
me wrong.
didn't.
It's not like I hate It's just like
Yeah, I
I
don't hate
never
him.
had much reason to like him that much either.
No, I feel you. I was a similar way until the Spade arc. I thought really stepped up in that arc. That's why I was like, oh,
Oh yeah,
man.
sure. Like I mean, like I agree. Like the Xenon versus fight was easily the best part of that arc, but then again, that's not exactly a high bar to begin with. So
I like Xenon quite a bit. Xenon's
yes,
really
I
cool.
agree.
But yeah,
Okay, but yeah,
I'm,
we're talking about
I'm
a
really
previous arc here, so-
interested in where this is going for Asta. Like, I'm curious because just off the tree and the clothing of the guy, it's like, yeah, he's in whatever this world's version of Japan is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
in
Yami's
Wano
home.
now.
He's in probably Yami's home country type shit.
Yeah, exactly. Which
Yeah, and
I'm interested in. I want to see like where this goes, because it's like, yeah, obviously, I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if they had some pretty cool magic going on over there, unless I'm forgetting some lore shit that I don't.
Well,
remember.
I mean, that's where
But,
you learned
like-
about Ki, so I imagine
Exactly.
they got something
I-
over there.
Because
So, I mean-
yeah, like whatever magic shit's over there, that's irrelevant, because this is gonna be. I want to see if there's some cool key shit that Asta learns.
Yeah, no, I
like,
think
if that's
I
how
think
he
that's
gets
what we're gonna
stronger.
get at here. It's like I think he's gonna be a major part of this training arc. I bring up training arc because that's what I'm kind of just hoping this will be. Because like I feel like this is not going to be something where you can just have it shoved to the side and have him come back later or when things are looking bad. And
This-
like they go, hey, I just got this power up now. Oh, so
Yeah.
that's cool. But like you got to show the process here. Or like I don't think you can just have all this happen and not show the process.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The issue with that is that we're not really in a situation where he can take his time, because it's like
yeah.
if
7 days.
if he's allowed to take his time, even if it's like 7 days turns out to be a bullshit time frame. It's
Yeah,
like,
it might
well,
just be bullshit. It might be a fight that Asta just isn't at.
Yeah, but it's like even then, it's why would he take his time? Because even if it's like, Asta's not the kind of guy to be like, well, I should calm down and take this slowly and carefully. No.
Yeah, no. I get what you're saying. It's like I'm not expecting him and just like just stay there or indefinitely or whatever. Or it's like obviously he's gonna do what he can to get back as soon as possible. But it's like just during the time he has until he can get back, I think he's gonna try to take advantage and learn what he can.
I mean, random instantaneous power-ups are kind of Asta's MO.
I think so I feel
He gets them a lot.
Taco isn't here to talk about his views of the chapter.
Okay.
And I was talking to him about it before the podcast started up, and I feel like I should give his point out there since he can't represent it himself.
True.
His big concern with this is that basically Asta just met the guy that is going to basically tell him everything he needs to
like
just win
Noct
the day.
was.
Basically Noct. Oh, there's a big issue
Yeah.
here. Character coming in that can solve it.
Mm-hmm.
And like, yeah, I understand that. I am gonna choose to be a bit more optimistic about that. That there will be more of a struggle to it. But we'll see. I felt like getting his point out there for him.
I think he may be onto something there because of what he said at the end. He's like, "Oh, there he is!" Like he was expecting him type
he's
shit.
expecting him. I was gonna bring that up.
I will say that line was a little strange.
Yeah. So I think it's very interesting going into it because it was Sister Lily who teleported him away.
Oh, that's
What's up?
That is my only problem with the chapter.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, talk about it.
So literally last week I was like, yeah, I understand why some overcame the reincarnation thing, where it makes sense. He's in that body. He's, outwilled it. Cool. Whatever. It makes zero fucking sense for someone to just be like, yeah, my soul, my personality, my mind, all that shit was changed. But it's like, I'm just gonna teleport him. I think I'm gonna just overcome that a little bit. If that is what happens, which that seems to be the most likely thing.
It's probably what it is.
I genuinely just hate that.
I can't see anything else.
It just undercuts the threat.
It's literally like whoever this is in Japano was like, oh well, better teleport him away at just the right moment, which is also dumb. This is Ocean Dub of Dragon Ball Z level where it's like that attack sent him to another dimension. Japan. I will say, I don't mind it as much as you guys do. I think it's
I don't mind it as much either. So I'm cool with it.
I think it's not that. It's like this is it's to be expected. Obviously, Asta wasn't dead.
A lot of people were thinking like Underworld arc. That'll be so cool.
The hell arc sounded so fucking sick.
Yeah.
Which I'm not mad that that's not happening. Like I'm not gonna be mad
a little
that
sad, but I'm not mad.
Didn't come to true. I'm just annoyed at the Sister Lily thing. Like that's the problem. And it's like I only bring up the Underworld thing because it's like, well, yeah, that's an easy way to where he's not dead.
Right. Yeah.
Plus,
it would make sense for Lily being possessed to be like, all right, you go to hell, die. That would make sense.
Yeah, die. So it's like, that's just my issue. Is just, if you can just overcome having who you are change, be like, yeah, I'm not going to do that, though. It's like, that's kind of stupid. But other than that, like, here's the thing. That's my only issue. I really like this chapter.
Yeah, this is a damn good chapter. I really enjoyed this.
I don't want to make it look like I hate this chapter because that's not true.
No, you can't criticize things you like, otherwise you hate it.
Yeah, right. This is a cool chapter. I'm just concerned about the implications of that. Yeah, here's the thing, Jake. I'm aware that spatial magic can teleport. That's how I came to the conclusion that he was teleported. That makes sense. My issue is with the soul magic being undermined. Like, that's my issue.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that should be possible based on just the information we have.
Yeah. Shouts out to my nigga Yuno, by the way, taking out all those high-ranked devils, making it look easy. Look at my legend.
Yeah.
Look at my legend.
Yep, they really...
Funny that you actually mentioned Taco. Oh, he's actually in right now.
Oh,
is he? Oh wow!
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Through.
Sorry,
up,
I took your talking point, Taco. My bad.
What's going on, bro? I thought you were making it. How you living?
Hey, dude.
Yeah, I had some stuff I had to do, but I finished.
Taking care of business. I respect that. How you been, bro?
It's a long story. I don't want to get into it on the podcast.
You don't have to talk about it. Yeah, I just happy to know you're here.
We're talking about Black Clover now, but I already kind of talked about the thing you had because I didn't know you'd be here.
You talked about MHA already, right?
Yeah, you can talk about it though. Go ahead. You can talk about it.
Yeah, I just want to give your thoughts.
Nothing to say about it.
All right,
True. Cool. Let's go.
We pretty much covered everything in Black Clover. But
yeah, go ahead. You can talk your shit on Black Clover, bro.
I liked the chapter. I thought it was good.
Yeah. Right side of history. Now, Taco, question.
Mm-hmm.
Was this the first time you cared about Yuno, or were you on the right side of history and you started enjoying him in the Spade Kingdom?
Here's the thing. I'm really fucked up because I liked Yuno back when all the way back when Asta and Yuno got their stars and they went up on the stage during the festival.
Oh my god,
I like that moment.
That was when I started liking Yuno.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I like that moment for
Right
Asta.
And I've liked
history,
Yuno
baby.
since then.
Now I say, wait a minute, Zenith. Now I say, wait a minute, dude.
I do care about Asta. He's a good character.
Now I say, wait a minute, bruv. God damn. But hey,
I
I'm
really
happy
liked
you're on the
Yuno
right side of
during
history.
the tournament arc.
Yeah, that was cool too. But yeah, I'm happy you're on the right side of history.
Yeah, I like
God,
that moment
somebody
for
has
Asta.
to be. Yeah,
I'm
somebody
really
has to
hyped
be.
for this. I'm really hyped for this arc. Well, I really like this moment for Yuno specifically because when he's like, I'll do it. I have no choice. Like,
Yeah.
he says we have to do it, and he's like, I'll defeat him. I'll take Lucius out and become the Wizard King. And I like this moment for Yuno specifically because they have no leaders. Like,
Yeah.
Asta's been like their ringer for years now. Like Asta's been their like ace in the hole. Like he's been the guy that kind of holds everyone together and like does the things that seem impossible. And he fucking, as far as they know, he just died.
Mm-hmm.
And the other person that they've depended on for so long and has been running shit and protecting everyone, Julius, as far as they know, just betrayed them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there is no Wizard King, there is no leader. So I like this moment for Yuno to step up and kind of take on that role where he's like, all right, if Asta can't do it, if Julius isn't, if he's not here, I'm going to do it. I'm going to fix things. And I like it where it's kind of like hyping it up, where it's like, oh, he's a prodigy, he's a royal, he's got 2 different grimoires, he's got the wind spirit self. It's like a fucking boxing like weigh-in where it's like, this is in this corner we got this motherfucker, and then in this corner we got Lucius with his own multiple types of magic and devil power and yada yada. I actually think Yuno versus Lucius could end up being
it's
probably
gonna be fucking
I think
awesome.
it has the potential to be
yeah.
the best fight in the series.
Yes,
Genuinely.
sir. That's just
I do.
cool.
Something that I've been seeing some talk about, and I really like this idea, is that in any other story, Yuno would be the main character. Like, as far as everything he has, he is like the chosen one, practically. Like all these gifts, he would be the character that is destined to win and become the Wizard King. Whereas it's like with Asta, he's the opposite.
Yeah,
like,
I genuinely, this is like,
which is a cool
my
dichotomy.
favorite Black Clover chapter we've gotten in like months.
Like, yeah, mine too. Yeah, mine too. Yeah, that's a very good way of putting it
Here's
too.
the thing, it's not even like a thing I dislike, it's just a thing I'm like kind of hesitant on, is just this guy he meets at the end of the chapter.
Yeah, I brought that up for you.
Because it's like, he's just Noct 2.0. He's gonna tell Asta exactly what he needs to like win. Which is like, and here's the thing, I'm not even saying like he'll be handed a power-up, because he wasn't with Noct. Like, he still had to do the ritual, and he had to, bond with Lieb and beat him in the fight and do these things. It's just the fact that it's like, oh, you met an opponent that was overwhelmingly powerful and you lost. You know what you did wrong? A, B, and C. It's like, okay, well, let's just kind of see where it goes. I would prefer it, or what I would like more is if it's not so specific, where it's like, I hope this guy isn't the reason Asta learns how to reverse the paladin state, or like how to fix it. What I would really like is, or what I'm hoping is, this guy, if this is the Wano country, I guess, of Black Clover, if he, let's just assume he probably has some connection to Yami, because it's like, why wouldn't he?
I think it's Yami's homeland. That's where they got teleported to.
He has to know. I'm assuming this guy who found him probably knows Yami in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
What I think would be cool is if, other than giving Asta a specific like fix, he instead just helps him train and boost all of his stats overall, his sword skill, his ki, just making him overall just more powerful and like more fit. And then through Asta's, like, Asta figures out the paladin stuff his own way or something else. Like, I don't know, something
I think that's
it
what's
would be
ultimately is
weird.
gonna happen because
I
we were
think it
talking
would be
about
weird
the
if
key
this
thing.
random guy from a different country knows how to reverse the paladin state, or just knows how to like. He knows some secret to beating Lucius. It's like, well, who the fuck are you?
I think it would be cool if he recognizes Yami's sword.
Yeah, I think he will.
Yeah.
Well, he
That'd
says,
be
"Oh,
really
there
cool.
he is." So it's like he fucking.
Yeah,
knows
was he
him.
expecting him? Like that's
Yeah, I don't
weird.
know.
What's going on?
Yeah.
I'm very interested in where this is going.
I'm not sure.
I mean, I like this chapter a lot.
I'm thinking it's going to be a situation where, like, Asta, I think he will learn a lot. Like, he will boost all of his stats here. But when it comes to ki, he'll be able to, like, detect the different ki. Or, well, actually, he was able to do that before, right? So I'm not sure.
What if it ends up being, like, fucking hockey? Whereas it's like, yeah,
damn,
but
we're
now
really
you
in
can learn how to
Wano.
use it offensively.
Yeah, we're really in
I
Wano.
really
Oh, fuck.
would like that. Like being dead ass. I think that would be cool if ki became more than just because that's the thing with ki is like
I want to
he
see.
got it and now it's like it's a part of his kit and he uses it all the time. It's like, but it's kind of in the background. It's never really.
Yeah,
like,
I want to
it's
see
like,
if there's
you're just
more
assuming
to
he's
it.
using it at all times. Yeah, it's like I think fleshing it out a bit more.
It would be
really cool.
interesting if it can get fleshed out to the point where it feels like a power system that stands on its own almost. Like it doesn't have to completely. That's not like an expectation.
Yeah.
But I think it would be cool to see if there's more to it because as far as like
It is different from magic because Asta can use
exactly.
it. Like
Yeah.
it is
Yeah.
its own separate thing.
And it's also like I think it would be like foolish to assume that Yami knows everything about it, you know?
Yeah, especially
Like,
because
he taught Asta what he
Yami
knows.
left the country when he was a kid, right? He was like a teenager, or like he was like what?
He was
11,
like a
12?
teenager, yeah.
Yeah, like he was like
Yeah,
he was
about.
really young. So it's like he probably picked. He's Yami's very strong, so it's like he probably picked things up and learned shit when he was young. But it's like obviously, yeah, he probably didn't learn everything because he left at such a young age. And then when he got to the Clover Kingdom, fucking no one knew. No one knows anything about katanas or ki or shit like that.
Yeah.
Where he was at, so he's essentially just self-taught. He just got stronger
see that.
by
Like
growing.
we were mentioning earlier that this is probably going to be like if he's going to be learning anything in this country, Asta's probably going to get like a boost in his ki. Like yeah, of course there's a physical stats, but I think ki is gonna
That
be
and
the big
sword
thing.
skills, because Asta
Yeah.
has never had like formal like sword
Well,
training.
He did in the light novel.
Yeah.
You remember
Okay,
that one guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
I
the
did
redhead-
not read the
It's
light.
a
You know, the
adapted
redheaded
into the
stripper.
anime.
No one did. Yeah, you're okay.
Well, he's in the anime, so that's why.
Yeah, I was about to
know.
say
When I
he's
was
in the
watching
anime and the
anime-
manga. Yeah, he's in
I
the
guess
anime
it
and the
was-
manga.
No, that was
The
when I
anime.
was watching the anime because I didn't go to the manga right away. I
Yeah.
watched the anime when it was first coming
It could
out.
just be
Same.
different. Maybe
Same here.
he'll just learn different sword styles because using a katana is very different from using like a long sword. So it's like
Yeah.
this guy could have specific tips on how to use Yami's sword.
Yeah, that'd be
Like
cool.
I think that would be cool, especially if because the whole thing was, Yami's sword's kind of the key, or at least it was in that fight, is because he wanted to cut Lucius, but Sister Lily was in the way, but he didn't have enough time to reach for the sword. He had the wrong swords out. So it's like maybe that was hinting at the fact that like he needs to use that sword specifically in the situation he's going to be in.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say he's gonna learn like a quick
You
draw
know what's
skill. I was about to
interesting,
say, oh
actually?
fuck, that's sick.
I just thought of something. And this is okay. So here's the thing: if this is what happens, it is straight up One Piece. But like
Hey,
this
That would be
guy,
good for me.
this guy says it's like, well, hey, there he is. Like he saw him coming, and it would be like. It would be funny, but it would be cool. It's like, well, yeah, but if you upgrade your key sense enough, you can see the future. Which is like that would unironically be
That
really
would make
cool
sense.
because it means
It would
in
make
the final
sense,
fight
yeah,
they would
yeah.
both be seeing the future.
Exactly.
Yeah, it would be a good way to
Yeah.
counteract.
And that's not
one
a
hand,
far
yes,
stretch from what Key allows him to do already. 'cause
Yeah,
he can
exactly.
implement
Yeah,
shit using
I think
Key.
that'd
He
be
has
pretty cool,
always been
actually.
essentially observation hockey. Like
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
but
it's
you
like-
already know.
yeah,
I mean, it's
I
just like
don't
I feel like my issue with that is that you already know people are going to be directly comparing the two.
know. Yeah,
I
so
mean,
like,
they
I don't
already
know.
have it.
They already
Yeah,
have
who
it.
Off One
Yeah,
cares?
Piece.
Key is just observation hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
I
even
mean,
if
yeah.
that-
That's I don't
Even
care.
that is essentially what it is. You know that's what people are going to fucking complain about on Twitter and shit. Like I'm
Yeah,
just saying,
but
like,
Silver,
Well,
you're not
what
even
do you
on
care?
Twitter. Yeah, I was about to say. Like,
bro,
damn,
you can
struggle
only say
better,
that
bro.
because we tell you what goes on over there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you have the right idea, bro. It's okay.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there because it's like, that's so possible.
That would be pretty sick. Yeah, I'd like that a lot, actually. That's for True City. Hold on real quick. Let me go through, because once again, I have not addressed the chat. Let me go through and address everybody this time. I'm going to try to hit everybody and not forget anybody and not quickly scroll through. Haha. PD, hi.
yeah.
KKL, hi. How's it going? Hey. Otto, hey, what's up? Jake, hey, what's up? Righteous Judgment, hey, how's it going? Cyberraptor, hey, what's going on? Hunter Law, hey, what's going on? Sleeping Danger, hey, what's up, bruv? Real Life, hi, hey, what's going on? Hey, how's it going? Sage, hi, Sage. I said hi to Real Life already. Further Cloud, hi, hey, I love you. He's a cool villain. Yeah, I think that's everybody. Black Clover Chapter was underwhelming. Wow, surprising. Dark Nemux, hi. Mystery Dude better not be Morris, bro. It's me. You just don't know it yet.
Morris.
Yeah, I don't know how it would be Morris. The fuck?
No, Morris got clapped, didn't he?
Bro, Morris sucks.
Yeah, Morris
literally
sucks.
named
I don't know who
Morris.
you're talking about.
Morris is the scientist guy with the glasses who got part of Lucifera's power and then got clapped off screen. He was the guy.
That doesn't ring a bell. Don't
He
know
was
who
the
you're
guy
talking
who
about.
was organizing Yami and fucking vengeances, like yes, we are opening up the gates. And so he was the scientist who was behind all that shit. And
that dude had a name.
yeah,
Yeah, it's Morris.
that was
that's
him,
crazy.
Morris. Yeah.
I know. I'm fucking around.
Oh,
I
that
know,
guy.
I know.
Yeah, everybody, yeah, and everyone was like, "Oh, he's probably super strong because he can fuck with concepts because he beat
People were
the
like,
shit out of
remember when
Dorothy."
people were theorizing that he was Asta's dad?
Oh my
Oh
god, I
my
remember
god!
that. Yeah.
I didn't even know that was a theory.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah,
God damn. People about to attack Horikoshi for the Bakugo death?
I mean, they have,
No,
like,
I mean,
that's
yeah.
pretty
I mean,
consistent,
not
yeah.
right now. Yeah, whatever.
yeah, it's been.
Yeah,
been
I
the
mean, you missed the earlier stream. I shat on that part, but yeah, I think it's fine now. Black Clover, they in Wano right now. Shouts out for real. Hi, G Luke, by the way. This nigga Real Life just saying shit.
Oh, I'm so
It's
fucking
just-
Shouts
tired of
out,
manga,
bro. I
I'm
respect
so
it.
tired of Japan. Like fucking Japan and manga, bro. Like go somewhere else.
Bro, fucking go to America.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How
go somewhere
about
cool,
you
bro.
go to hell or France?
Bro,
Same
that's what we
thing.
wanted. We wanted him to go to hell.
True.
True. And
I am
yeah,
glad though we are
Or
getting
France.
the Yami country because it was one of those things that was introduced so long ago, and it's like, oh, that would be cool if we saw that. And it's
Yeah,
like,
like a
oh,
little
here
field
we are.
trip.
Now we
Here
will.
we
So
are.
like, I'm happy.
Yeah, shouts out. All right, I'm ready to move on and talk about Real
Oh,
Shonen
yeah.
if y'all are.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm ready.
Real Shonen is back, baby. Chainsaw Man, let's fucking go. I love this chapter. It was a short one, but fuck, I loved this chapter, man. This is great. I loved it because I talked about it on Twitter, but I love how it was just that scene with Denji and Yoshida, how it was literally and figuratively Denji wanting to have his cake and eat it too. I thought that was fun.
Yeah.
I just woke up and thought about that. I was like, oh, that's pretty funny. But yeah, this is a great one. I loved it.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't really have that much to say on this chapter. Like, I mean, it was just fun seeing Denji again, and like, you just see, like, how many people love him out there. Or that whole bit with Yoshida, like, and he's trying, like, Yoshida's trying to ask, like, why would you want to reveal yourself? To get bitches. And then he's gonna,
I
and then
want
he's like trying to think of a
pussy.
way to counteract that point. It's just like, Okay, yeah, I got nothing for that.
Yeah,
Well, I need that
true.
fucking Chainsaw Man shirt they're wearing on the first page.
Mm-hmm.
Let me zoom in on that, John. That is a pretty sick shirt. When you dropping the merch?
I
When
need the
you drop merch,
Chainsaw
bro?
Man blimp.
Head thing.
I was about to say I'd
really
get the
love this
head
chapter.
thing.
I like just seeing. I don't know. It's just a very like good chapter to establish Denji's like place in the world right now currently.
Yeah, this man has
yeah.
learned nothing from Makima, and that's great.
Oh, yeah.
And that's great.
You're a fucking idiot. Yeah, and
Yeah.
just seeing Denji again is really cool.
Yeah, just a
I really
reminder
everyone
this
missed
dude did not
Denji.
change.
I'm really glad we got a good amount of time to focus on Asta and Yoru, but it's like I'm happy to see.
Yeah,
Denji again.
I
He's
thought
so
this
fucking
for
good.
sure was gonna be a chapter where the War Devil was just like, there he is, fucking get him. But no, it does make sense. Oh
They
man,
cannot take him.
God, I just thought about this. Fucking, I mean, like it's a silly little thing, but Denji's like, yeah, I want my identity to be revealed because I'll get more women. The one woman who probably knows is the War Devil. And she's just gonna be like, never mind, I fucking hate this shit, this sucks. Because I can already imagine a situation where like the War Devil, like Yoru just walks up on him and is like, so you're Chainsaw Man? And he's like, but how do you know? And she's like, I literally saw you de-transform. I saw it. Like you can't hide that from me. So I think it would be pretty funny to like the one woman in the world who sees it and he's just like, God damn it, I fucking hate it here. Now
It'd
I
be very in
remember.
line with Denji's luck with women.
Exactly. Now I remember why
I feel like
fucking
that has
hate
to happen.
this.
Like, what?
Yeah, it has to happen. Like it's
It has
literally
to
just
happen.
like I remember
It's just
now
so
because every
fitting.
woman wants to fucking kill me. Why did I? Damn it! I hate puss. I hate women. He's just gonna be like, I'm a Naoya fan now. That's exactly what's gonna happen. That's exactly what's gonna happen. Denji's gonna fucking jump into the Jujutsu Kaisen manga like he did in that one chapter for MHA. And he's gonna be like, yep, this is my guy right here. That's what's gonna happen. It's gonna be sick.
What
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I think it's really interesting. Yoshi was like, I belong to an organization. It's like, well, what fucking organization?
Yeah.
I
we're
have
getting
no
introduced to a new
idea,
player.
man.
in the world.
It's
Yeah.
the devil's truth, but good, you know?
I think it's the Dare Association. Don't do drugs.
Oh shit, bro.
Okay.
No,
Not even one.
genuinely, I have no idea. Because when I read that, I was thinking like what organization it could be. Because I just
It's
thought he
just
was
like,
Devil
you know.
Hunters. Yeah, I thought it
Yeah,
was. Just,
I think it's
Well,
just
do you think it's like a
something,
subset within the Devil Hunters, or do you think it's entirely new type shit?
I think it might be entirely new because the
Okay.
whole thing, when he's first introduced in the series, it's always just kind of assumed he works with public safety, but like he's specifically tasked by Makima, you know, like he doesn't work for her, he's like hired for it, if that makes sense.
Well, wasn't it the whole thing? Is they were like, yeah, he's a high school student, and because he wasn't working for them, he was just like recruited for that.
Yeah, he's
specific
basically
mission.
contracted for it.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's not, as far as we know, it was never confirmed that he's with public safety at all.
Got you. Yeah, I forgot
Yeah, you
about
can just
that.
be
bit.
some kind of mercenary group, guild, etc.
True.
I think the
Good.
there's just like a small detail. It's like seeing all the people's reactions. That's great.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously. Like, it's
My
funny,
favorite
and
is the
also-
guy who's saying it's American propaganda. But anyway, continue. I'm sorry.
But I think that the Chainsaw Man, right? Chainsaw Man rules. I like that.
Yeah, Chainsaw Man.
Um,
I like,
I think-
dude, Chainsaw Man, he's the bomb.
No,
Yeah,
that gave me
he's so-
PTSD, brother. I hated that shit. I said, how fucking dare you say
It's
bomb
fine.
in
Look
front
at
of
his shirt.
me?
That guy his shirt literally says alive. That's confirmation. Saying
Oh
he's still alive.
shit! I mean, she is still alive. It's just
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
still
it's-
brought up PTSD is all.
But I think it's interesting to see because we had that scene where we see everybody cheering on Chainsaw Man. It's good to see that there are still people who don't like him because I think that's like part of what confirms the fact that like Chainsaw Devil is still feared. So it's not like he's not powerless.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
a lot of his power did come from fear from other devils. So it's
That's
like he's
true, yeah.
good. he's good.
Yeah. I really like when, it's like you have the scene of everyone shouting Chainsaw Man, Denji's just like posing.
I love that moment.
That's 2 pages. I choose to believe there's a few minutes separated between that and when Yoshida like walked up. So Denji's just been standing there posing for like 5 minutes. Just basking in it.
I will wait for my glory. You can give it to me at any time. Take your time. It's
Dude,
okay.
I'm just standing here waiting to get my dick sucked.
Yeah. I'm just out here booling, waiting for some coochie to fall on my lap. I respect
his
it.
order is horrible. Ice cream, orange juice, cake, and spaghetti. What the fuck?
This nigga just saying shit, bro. He looking at the menu. He's like, what words can I pronounce on here? Because I can't read. What words can I say? Spaghetti, meatball, pizza, cake, ice cream, orange
caramel,
juice.
custard pudding.
Yeah.
He doesn't even know how to pronounce caramel.
Yeah, hey. My nigga don't know how to read, bro. It's okay. He just like me for real.
He's working on it.
I respect that. I respect it. God, I had something in my head that I was gonna bring up, but I totally forget. Oh yeah, the one part that I thought was pretty funny was like, hey, I'm Yoshida. You remember me, right? And usually it's just like,
that.
oh yeah, like of course I remember you. But Denji's like, who the fuck? Who are you?
How do you know my name? And he's like, you remember when you had all those assassins after you? Nah, it didn't happen.
No. You are lying to me. I like just the one panel of him thinking about it and being like, no. Never happened. It's a very Power-esque move. Because Power would do that shit too. Just lie. Just be like, no. Only this time I don't think Denji is lying. I think he genuinely he doesn't remember Yoshida.
I believe he doesn't remember Yoshida. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I think that's Fujimoto's way of being like, I didn't remember this guy.
Fujimoto himself be like, oh yeah.
I think we need to accept the cold hard truth of the matter.
What's that?
This man's dead.
What?
Yeah.
Yoshida is so
Yoshida.
No, not my boy, not
Probably.
Drip God. Yoshida. What? We're all on the fucking bandwagon here. Yoshida death. Damn.
Yeah,
bro, he's literally alive. That means he's gonna
become
die.
an important character.
Damn.
He's a part of the main cast now.
Okay, so I think
We saw how well it went for those guys.
Bro, no, that just means he's gonna live. He's gonna live.
so.
I mean, like Power and Aki did.
Well, Power's in hell, so she's like technically alive. Aki
We're gonna get Bauer.
No. Aki, he's still playing catch. He's okay. He's functioning.
So speaking of Yoshida,
Right.
I think there's something interesting in the very last page.
Where he's pondering his pussy and his pussy
And
thoughts.
he's just eating the cake barehanded because he's just that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So I think that because you see it, they're in the cafe, and in between the two of them, right above them, is
the
a picture
cage.
/ painting of like a cage with a feather in it.
yeah.
Mhm.
And I think that's pretty on the nose symbolism for like bird in the cage, not being free, etc. And like in this situation, I have to assume that that's for Yoshida, because I'd imagine right now he's like I'm part of this organization, and he's adhering to very like normal sensibilities, and then he encounters Denji, who's like, who cares if like my life's gonna be crazy? I'm gonna get bitches.
I interpreted this the exact opposite way, actually, where it's like that the painting is meant to be for Denji, where it's like the feather symbolizes that there was a bird in the cage but not there anymore, whereas it's like Denji is now free.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That
I was about to
makes
say, is that,
sense,
but
yeah.
you could interpret
Yeah.
it differently.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
totally understand.
For sure.
I'm
I
going
never thought
insane
about
I
because I'm
think
trying
it
to
could-
figure
yeah, it
out
could
the
be for
fucking
both.
shading of it. because the feather is in the light. Well, it's like because
God,
the light
here
is
we
the
are
window.
analyzing
Oh,
fucking
God.
paintings.
I mean, we had to with Makima,
Bro,
right?
Horikoshi, not
That's true.
Horikoshi. Fujimoto
Fujimoto.
made a full fucking one shot making fun of people like you, bro.
Yeah.
sorry, this
I
is
was
the
about to
man
bring
who
that up. Like
literally
maybe
had a
this is
double
just
page-
it's just a
No,
cool
here's the
moment. That's
thing.
it.
Shut up.
100% it is.
Oh, let's guy talk.
intentional.
Goddamn.
It is intentional. It is symbolism. I'm just making fun of Sky.
I know.
Thanks, it's great stuff.
Yeah, you deserve
I mean,
it.
Thanks, bro.
Cool, awesome.
But no, I agree with you, Sky. Don't worry. I side with
Well,
you.
it's one of those things where when I was thinking about this chapter, like having not read it, I was reminded of the one spread of it's Denji and Makima walking past the
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
thinking of
that's
the
what I brought
Fucking love
up.
that thread.
This is
Mhm.
obviously far more subtle.
Yeah.
But it really depends on what, because hell, I could even see it as like Denji thinking that he's free, but in reality he's still being like held back. Because admittedly, it's like, what does Denji want? He wants to eat, like, he just wants to eat a bunch of food and like get bitches. Those are pretty surface level goals.
Yeah.
And if we
Denji-
look at Chainsaw Man as like a series that's essentially about, like, Denji's whole goal is about wanting more, wanting more than just scraping by in life, to like wanting, to touch tits, to wanting a girlfriend. It's like, I wonder if it isn't like he's satisfied with where he is in life right now. But even so, he isn't really like done wanting more.
Yeah. 'Cause,
That's
like
interesting.
the whole thing with the ending of part 1 is that Denji breaks free of Makima's control. Like,
Mhm.
he goes out of his way to kill her, but he does that because he wants to be famous and he wants girlfriends and
He still loves
wants
Makima.
He still loves Makima, yeah, but
Mhm.
like
There's that one,
I-
God, it's so good. It's that one fucking not sketch, it's just an illustration that Fujimoto released, which is him carrying Nayuta
yeah, Naita.
on his back, and you see Makima like behind him, and he's like turning back to look at her. It's like she's still, I think, definitely in his mind, not in like a devil possession blah 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 sense, but definitely in the like she was the most important person in his life. Other than like
Mhm.
maybe Pochita.
Yeah,
Probably
like,
Pochita's
she's
more,
had a
but yeah.
lasting impact. My whole point is, it's like he's free, but he doesn't have anything beyond his freedom right now.
Mhm.
Like, he has nothing except the choice to do whatever he wants, and he doesn't know what to do. He just wants women right now.
Shouts out.
Just
shouts
like
out.
me for real.
Just like me for real. Damn. But no.
I mean,
Yeah, it's a good chapter. I'm really interested where this
I
is
thought
going.
this is a pretty
Yeah, it was a
good
really good
chapter.
chapter.
Yeah.
yeah, this is
Very
just
simple
solid,
chapter.
solid
A very
Chainsaw
good
Man.
chapter. Solid Chainsaw. Damn, I had something I was. Whatever. I'm ready to move on.
It really is.
Yeah.
Nick with his bare hands. He's an
He
animal.
really is.
Yeah, that nigga's a fiend for real, bro.
Not even like well.
Yeah, he's not doing a good job. He's scooping it like a shovel.
Hey,
Are we gonna talk
that's
about
how it
peak
is.
shonen now?
Yes, let's talk about the genre that peaked
The
Shonen.
E Honda of
after
Shonen
this
Jump.
chapter. Yes, sir. God damn, I loved this. I loved this so much because this reminded me so much of what Yuji went through with Toto. And y'all know how much I love my boy Yuji. This was so great. I was not expecting something like this. Because I think we brought it up last week on the podcast, right? Where we were talking about sumo is more so about technique and things like that, not just raw power. So that was something that I was expecting, but I wasn't expecting Maki to get more Maki character development throughout this whole thing. I thought it would just be Maki sort of figuring shit out on her own, which is what she ultimately did, but I wasn't expecting more shit to go off of for her, and I love it. It's so great. It speaks back to speaks back to how she was treated and how life was in the Zenin household, and essentially how she had no one to depend on that whole time. So she's grown up thinking that. She just left and been like, oh, well, I have to depend on myself to get stronger. That's just how life is, I guess. And she's gone so long just not relying on anyone else because she hasn't really felt like she could. And to be honest, there's no one else on the planet who's like her, at least to our knowledge right now. So she can't really go to get advice from anybody. So this was nice to see them sort of talking about things and understanding like how her life is. She's just been trapped in this circle and like she has to step out of her comfort zone. I thought that was great, man. This is a really good chapter.
A circle like a sumo ring.
Yes, exactly.
It's got layers.
Exactly, bro. Oh, it was so great. Her stepping out of that circle and smiling ear to ear. God damn, my tribal chief is so beautiful. That was such a great moment. I love it.
Zenith, do you think Naya's gonna survive?
Bro, he's about to get his ass kicked, man, and that hurts me, bro.
Yeah,
I really
he
wanted him to be important.
Hey. Oh no, he was important. He was important, but you know that important.
He was
over.
Maki's about to body that man.
Here's the thing,
about
bro.
to
Right
turn
now,
on
Sailor,
the
you're
jets.
winning, but like Sumo and Katana, one of them's gonna be on the volume cover.
No!
That'll be my day.
No!
They're both gonna be on the volume cover.
I feel
No!
like, honestly, I can see them both on a volume cover. Like, just,
Yeah, they're
just
both
sitting
gonna be
back
on
to
there.
back, maybe.
No. It's gonna be my
This is
tribal
going to
chief,
be-
and it's gonna be great.
I'm
Bro,
simply preparing.
When the
for
next
war,
volume
but-
cover is released, I am
And it's
instantly
Naruto.
adding Taylor with it.
Well, the next volume cover is probably gonna be Hakari, right? Because that's not
Oh, yeah, you're
Hakari,
right,
but
you're right.
Kashimo, because that's what that
So the
fight's gonna
next,
be covering.
No, he
two
already got a
volume
volume cover,
covers
so it's
now.
probably gonna be.
No, that's why I was saying
second-
Kashimo.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it'd probably be Kashima.
Yeah. I
Won't
did
be
mistake and say
fucking
Hakari,
Panda.
but yeah. If it's
Oh,
Panda, I'd be
boy.
shocked. If it's Panda, I'd be shocked. But yeah, I think the next one is gonna be Kashimo. I mean, Hakari could get it. Mahito got 2 covers, so like, I don't know. Maybe he could get 2 as well. But I think the one after this next one, the one where we get
Yeah.
to the current stuff, that's gonna be Maki.
Yeah,
Has
you
to
know, it'll be Kashimo and then Katana. And here's the thing: if Katana dude gets the volume cover,
I'm gonna
he's
cry.
gonna be holding
Rockin'.
Maki's sword.
I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. I hate it here.
No,
Why would
you're
you
gonna-
say?
So
Why
in
the
a
fuck
way,
would you say that to
Mai
me, man?
will have gotten a
Why
volume
the
cover
fuck would
before
you say
Maki.
that shit to me, man? Why the fuck would you say that shit to me? Ruin my life.
Yeah, that's funny.
No,
It is pretty
it's
funny.
wrong.
Right, it is
what
funny.
it is.
Wait, hold on. Wait, no.
I mean,
Silver
I
Dawn
would-
doesn't think it is
It's
funny.
wrong.
Comedy's
is what it
subjective.
is.
I personally think it would be funny. I would laugh.
Yeah.
I think
It would be.
you know,
No,
comedy for
I
me.
tell you, if that is exactly what happens, I'm gonna go on. First thing I'll do, go on Twitter. Mai got a volume cover before Maki. Let's go.
I'm sad. I'm blocking everybody. This is exactly why Sasuke left the leaf, bruv. I ain't standing for this shit. I ain't dealing with it. But no. Like I said, damn, this chapter was so good. God, this chapter was so fucking good. I'm so happy to get more of Maki. I mean, I already went into it, but God, ain't God good, y'all? Ain't life
That
good?
panel-
God damn.
Where it's like, you know, it's like smelling light or seeing sound. Like that panel's fucking
It's
beautiful.
fucking
So good.
beautiful,
The lighting
bro.
is amazing.
God damn, it's so good. I was like, oh, okay, Akutami, you in your bag for this. Okay, I respect you. I respect you.
Look
But
at
yeah,
him. He's
man.
trying.
Look at him. He fucking drawing some shit. God damn, I cannot wait for Maki to just fucking... I can't wait
Oh.
for her to annihilate this dude, man. Fuck!
By the way, this is really cool. I saw this pointed out. The face that Maki makes at the end of the chapter is very similar to the face that Yuta makes in his fight with, I think it's Ishigori.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Just this once, yeah.
Yeah, just this once. Yeah, it touched his soul. Yeah, I remember that. That's a good callback. Cool. Yeah, I never thought about it. I mean, I already thought that there were moments where Maki looked a little bit like Yuta. So that's cool. I never thought about it.
I'm so fucking excited for when they get reunited. That's the thing I've been waiting the most for ever since got introduced.
That's gonna
and
be
then Yuta's gonna get a volume cover. It's gonna
what
be
the
great.
fuck? You know what? He can get one after Maki. I agree. I love Yuta. I think Yuta's great.
He's the real MC.
Now hold on a minute. Habitual line steppers every fucking time we talk about Jujutsu Kaisen, man. I'm like, yeah, I agree. I don't know if I can cross that line with you. I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if
then you can remain in place.
Bruv, I am the right place. You just gonna keep walking and you're gonna continue to be wrong. And my tribal chief is gonna get a volume cover and she's gonna look great and it's gonna be sick and I'm gonna buy 30 of them. And I'm shipping you 10 of them. Just so you know. Just so you know who the god is.
Oh, hold on, wait, I think that you're wrong too.
Hey,
we're talking about 10 volumes. I think you're wrong. Here's the thing. This is an equal, this is a give and take. So if we're right, we have to send him the volume covers. And since we're gonna be right, then he's gonna get 50 of them.
Fuck.
You're gonna have to get a whole new bookshelf just for all the testimony.
I'm gonna suffer.
How wrong you are.
I mean, a whole bookshelf full of Katana Man and Sumo, dude. Seems like a pretty good deal.
But not when it's in front of my tribal chief, Silver.
Oh yeah, Zenith, I really liked the thumbnail this week. It was really funny.
Thank you.
Yeah, right? This thumbnail was great. So much so, Siva fucking hit me up on Twitter like, bro, what is
saw
this?
that. One of our viewers
bro,
basically added Sailor on Twitter like, what's going on here? What is this?
No, I was about to say, this is peak thumbnail design is what it is, bro. This is what you fucking get. Ain't nobody out here doing it like us. God damn.
Ain't no one does it like Zenith.
Hope y'all liking the meme thumbnails lately, because it's so much easier than trying to fit every series on there. Holy shit.
And hey, if y'all don't, I do. So they're here to stay. I'm sorry to say.
Vetoes.
Hey, this is not a democracy. But speaking of democracy, Silver, what are your thoughts on... I was gonna try to tie that into the chapter somehow. I don't fucking know. I just want to talk more about how fucking peak it is. Maki is just like, yeah, fuck it, I'll sumo wrestle. Fuck it. I'm in the middle of this death match. I gotta cool my head. I need some sumo therapy. Let me just hop in this ring real quick. Let me get a few reps in. Let me see what the fuck going on. I like that, man. This is great.
It's really good just because, all the stuff with the Zenin family, fucking the massacre.
They died.
That was a big change in Maki's character.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's reasonable to say that it wasn't necessarily growth. Because it was her, it was her becoming a lot stronger and, kind of committing to that, fuck everyone.
Yeah, fucking kill them.
But it wasn't, good for her.
Mm-hmm.
So this is good for Mom. This is character growth.
Yeah, this was sort of like the Zenin fam, the Zenins must die arc was all about freeing Maki physically. This was doing it mentally.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, right?
Guys, I'm gonna bring a new
JJK is good.
Yeah, not only is it just silly, dumb fun, it's also really good. It's also actually just some pretty good character development for one of my favorites in the series. The next volume holder. I think that's cool.
Yeah, she can hold it all right with someone else's face on it.
No way, brother.
So the point of this fight we now know, was this.
Yeah,
That's as fodderized now, yeah.
Yes, sir. Oh, ain't God good? Ain't God good?
I think it's very reasonable to say this is where Maki's character ends.
Now hold on.
No, she lives obviously, but like I don't think that she really has much changing after this.
Yeah,
I can see that.
I think it's like there's obviously there's characters I want to see her talk to. Yuta, Nobara, who's definitely still alive.
Yes, sir. Best lesbian ship. Let's go.
Yeah, but I definitely think that like this is like the culmination.
Yeah, I think Maki. I think you're right in terms of like growing. I think she's good.
Mm-hmm.
It's just gonna be fun seeing her interact with everybody.
Yeah, she's ultimately a side character. It's very good that she's gotten all of this, because God knows fucking Panda didn't.
Yeah.
Bro, what the fuck do you mean, bro? You know pandas cry too.
Panda had the whole fucking
yeah,
thing, bro.
even pandas cry, bro.
He got a whole backstory to become irrelevant.
Bro, come on, bro. See, you're just not seeing the vision right now. Panda is small right now. He's small panda.
Yeah, that's certainly a vision.
Bro, listen.
I'm certainly seeing that.
Let me land.
Yes, that is the most vision I have ever heard.
Let me land, bro. God damn. See, this is how I know y'all don't see the vision. God damn. So he's small.
You're just buying time
right
to
now.
make shit up.
No, I'm respectfully, I have an idea in place.
He's still doing it.
No, you are interrupting me.
Bro.
No, well, maybe you let me.
You know what it is, bro?
I hate it here. Is he small panda and then he gets big? That's gonna be his character arc, god damn it. And y'all just ain't seeing it like I'm seeing it, okay? Ain't nobody out here doing it like my fucking guy Panda. Y'all are just jealous.
Oh, I should hope so.
Hey man,
y'all are
you know
just
what,
jealous.
When he does that shit, I'll look at it.
Right. See, bro. Yeah, see, I'm happy.
I'll allow that into my vision.
See, god
yes,
damn.
that is certainly the most
crazy.
vision I've heard.
It's about time y'all start seeing something. God damn.
Like, Nobara's gonna come back just to be irrelevant, because, like, what can she do?
Reverse curse technique.
I don't know. She can fucking make up anything, for God's sakes. Maki just got a power up because she wrestled some dude who's bald.
This is literally a shonen series. She'll come back and just be stronger.
She's gonna have reverse curse technique. I'm telling you.
Yep, she'll be able to heal that whatever ass whooping she gets the moment she comes back.
Nah, bro, she's gonna use the positive cursed energy to disintegrate niggas, because we've already seen that happen with the Maharaga. Of course, it's not going to be as strong as the Maharaga, because fuck. But, like, you know, she's going to do some damage.
Maki needs to get the same cut as the sumo dude, for real. That shit's crazy.
No way.
It goes soft.
No, yeah. His fucking limp is what it goes, god damn.
It goes limp.
God damn, brother. Maki needs to keep that same design. God damn, my tribal chief looks fine. Bars. God damn, she look good. She do not need that fuck me up
when
cut,
she gets
bro.
the volume cover with the sumo cut, how will you feel?
I will kill myself. I will end it all. God damn it. I am suffering. Nobara is not coming back. See, that's where you're wrong, brother. That's where you're wrong. Who's better written, Nobara or Araka? Noelle? I think Noelle, Nobara, or Araka. Oh, or Power. I'd put Power above Araka.
No, they're all good as fuck, bro.
Power's my favorite of the group.
I mean, Nobara's my... what was Nobara my...
My favorite out of
Nobara's
that
my
group's
favorite.
probably Noelle.
Yeah, Noelle is pretty great, but if we're talking, like, written, I'd say, I'd say Noelle, Nobara, Power, or Araka. But yeah, Nobara's my favorite out of the group. Shouts out. I love a shit-talking queen. But yeah, you're gonna be real foolish when Nobara comes back, and she's gonna have reverse curse technique, and she's gonna be super strong and powerful, and it's gonna be sick. And then she's gonna get a volume cover after Maki. That'd be great.
Okay, buddy.
I respect that.
I believe,
say,
bro.
man.
I believe you.
Is this Maki volume cover in the room with us now?
Well, not right now. It's being made, bro.
Of course.
It's being
I
made, bro.
totally understand.
Yeah.
All right, bro. Y'all gotta. What? Anyone else got anything to say about this fucking chapter?
Bro, no, we just been talking nonsense for like 30 minutes.
The fuck,
I got
I've been
nothing.
spitting the truth. Anyway, I guess they've had enough of this truth telling, so I guess we can wrap up here. That's fine.
Okay.
I think this week overall was pretty solid. Even with some of the stuff that I disliked, I think it was a solid week. What chapters do we have next week? We have One Piece. I know MHA is on break, so it's One Piece, Jujutsu Kaisen, Black Clover, and is that it? Because we don't have Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just those three.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me. It'll be a little shorter podcast. Shouts out.
Nice.
He would have made her just as strong as Yuji from day one. No, what the? You know what? Whatever. You know, whatever. I'm ready to hop up out of here. We will talk to you guys later. Thank you for listening. Whether you're here live or after the fact. One of those. I got to the end of the sentence eventually. Make sure you like the stream, share it with your friends, all of that goody, and we shall catch you guys next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.